Welcome to the number one friendship podcast in the country. I'm Matt Ritter.
I'm Aaron Karo.
Guys, go to manoftheyearpodcast.com. Grab some merch for summer. It's great to be walking around with We Should Be Friends t-shirts in the park, on the beach, wherever you go. You're going to get compliments. You're going to make some new friends. You can go to YouTube, watch our clips. We hired these teenage clippers. Did you hear about clippers, Karo? They make a lot of
Clippers
money.
is all that matters.
It's all that matters. High school, that's a good way to make money in high school. Karo, can I tell you something crazy? I was in Atlanta.
I'm sorry, sorry, I was going to interrupt. Do you know we got an order from the store the other day, and I looked at it, and it was your brother.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. He ordered a t-shirt.
Great.
Yeah.
That counts.
Yeah, it counts. I mean, we made some couple bucks on them.
It still counts. So I was in Atlanta recently, and there was a high school. Do you remember DECA?
I was the DECA national champion.
You were the DECA national champion?
I mean, there's like in the marketing 2 division. I mean, there's like,
there were thousands of kids in the hotel. I mean, I didn't realize how big DECA was.
Yeah.
Who else was in DECA in our crew? I don't think I did DECA.
I don't even remember. But yeah, it was like a marketing competition.
Ah, wow. You won. What'd you win for? Like, what would you? Do you remember?
Like brief, and you come up with a marketing plan for it.
Do you remember? You remember what it was? What was it?
I actually don't. I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember because
I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't even know if I believe that you won now, because I would have.
Trust me, I'll find some proof.
Yeah, you got to find the proof. So anyway, so I'm in the lobby of the elevator, and these kids are all dressed up nicely, and suddenly this beautiful white and red little orb flies in the air near my foot.
In the elevator?
No, in the elevator bank.
Okay.
And instead of letting it drop to the ground, I lift my right leg up and I hack the sack in the air, and all these kids go, "Whoa, dude!" And then we just start randomly hacky sacking, me and a bunch of high schoolers.
Is hacky sacking back?
It's back. The sack is back.
Do you feel like you need to explain this to our listeners? Like, will they know what it is?
I have no idea. When we were in high school, you would take this little bag and you would kick it around in a circle, and it's like, keep it up. That's the whole.
That's a beanbag.
The beanbag. Keep the beanbag up.
Yeah.
And I had never seen anyone play it for about 30 years.
Yeah.
In 30 years, I've never been in an elevator where somebody was hacky sacking in the elevator bag, and suddenly they were all doing it. And I'm like, "Are people doing this now?" They're like, "Yeah, we love hacky sack." I'm like,
"Wow,
what?" And so then this kid's like, "Oh, are you like?" The kid goes, "Are you famous or something?" Because it was at a big sporting event. And I was like, "Not really, but you can look me up." And he looked me up, and he's like, "Oh, it's so cool. You were hacky sacking with us. I'm following you now."
I'm asking if hacky sacking is making a comeback. Yeah. And it seems to be unclear.
No, it's big. Yeah. Dave said his kids are doing it.
Yeah, I mean, his kids are pretty. I mean, it's good if you were you a hacky sack guy?
No, but everybody was on some level.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I mean, for a soccer player, I was not. It's tough. It's hard.
It's its own sport.
It's its own. What's it called? Skill.
I feel you have to have really mobile hips. Like, it was hard when I was now in the elevator in my 40s. Just lifting my leg, just even getting the leg at that angle.
Did they go, "Excuse me, sir"?
Yes. So they were like, "Sir, can you?" They were about to be like, "Sir, can you throw that hack?" And I kicked it back. And
I feel. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when we were in high school, hacking the sack was kind of correlated with like scumbaggery, wasn't it?
Definitely. It was like you were a smoker. You skateboarded. You had tattoos.
Yeah. No one had tattoos.
Nobody had tattoos. A couple of people had tattoos. I think 1 or 2 people had tattoos.
In high school?
Yeah, I think 1 or 2 people did.
I think there was drawn on with pen. Yeah. I think it's you're outside. You're with your homies.
Yeah.
You're active.
Look, it's a great social sport.
It's a social sport.
Social sports are good, and kind of everybody can do it is good, you know.
That's
Um,
good.
I don't really have a good segue into our hacky sacking segment, but I wanted to talk about something that I don't think we've really covered in a while. Because I got a good listener question this week, so I kind of built a topic around it.
Yeah.
But it is, I guess the segue is hacky sacking is nostalgic, and you know what else is nostalgic? Friends that you've gotten rid of or detached from or lost touch with, and sometimes in your mind you're like, I should bring them back into my life. I should
Yeah.
refriend them.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about whether or not refriending is a good idea and kind of the rules that you should or guidelines we can build for people on whether or not it makes sense to bring somebody back into your life that was a friend and then was not a friend and now could be again. What are your
It's
initial
funny.
thoughts?
We were talking about refriending the other day, and like, oh, did we coin that? And when I googled refriending, what comes up most is if you stop following someone on social media and then you decide
Yeah,
to refollow them.
yeah,
That's what they call
yeah,
refriending.
yeah, yeah. So look, I think our initial impulse is always we want to bring somebody back into our lives. It's like a good it's like there is like a nostalgia, right? It's like, oh, we were friends, we had good time. You have all these good memories, right? They come to the fore, and you're like, oh, we used to be close, shouldn't we be, or whatever. Um, but is that a good enough reason to be somebody's friend again just because you once were?
No, absolutely not. Um, there needs to be a why.
Right,
It needs to be double opt in.
right.
It's kind of like, do you ever like discover like a shirt in your closet from like, oh my God, this is like, I forgot about this. Then you're like, I
Yeah,
love this.
yeah,
We were talking about generally there's two reasons this comes about. One, you had a falling out, or one, you had a falling off.
yeah,
And the latter is more often for men, where you just stop talking to someone not for
yeah.
any reason.
You said why, but I think it's really why now.
Oh wow, I'm getting network notes right now.
Yeah, yeah. Because I
Why
really
not?
do think I think it's not just why should it, it's why at this point in your life should you bring this person back into orbit, because you like you said, just because you were a friend isn't that's not a good enough reason to be a
Right,
friend.
right, yeah. I mean, again, it depends on if it's just a falling off and you run into an old friend that you kind of um that you miss. I don't know. Do they give you a pang of like
Right.
happiness in the heart and good fond memories? I mean, like, I think it's great.
There's a lot of upside. Okay, let's just talk about that. I think you said that right. I mean, I think there's the emotional returns, emotional ROI,
Right.
right? You can get immediate hits. It's a low lift, it's high upside. Somebody's one text and you're back in. Sure,
Should we
that's
coin ROF, return on friendship?
return on friendship, ROF. Their ROF is high.
Yeah, ROF is high.
Continuity is pretty easy.
Yeah. Well, you always say, Matt, it's like guys can always pick up wherever they left off.
Wherever. Yeah. A
Yeah.
year, a decade, 30
Yeah.
years, 60
Yeah.
years.
Why let it go? Why let it go that long?
Right. So you have all the shared stuff, the foundational stuff. You've got the continuity stuff. It's a low lift, there's high upside. The ROF is high. But here's the cons, right?
Yeah.
Number one is, I think the number one thing is people always forget why it faded or why you're not friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, tell me if you agree with this. We say there aren't falling outs, there are falling offs, but isn't there always a reason? Even whether it's subconscious or conscious.
Here's the thing. I would say, just from our research in the field, a large percentage there is not a reason. That's my guess.
You don't think there's any subconscious reason why people just decide, just not friends with some people
Have
anymore?
you ever talked to one of our male
No, I
listeners?
know. I'm asking why you don't think subconscious. I'm saying you don't even think subconsciously.
Yeah, subconscious. Oh, probably should turn my light on about 2 hours ago. Subconsciously, they're just, I don't think it's about the person. I don't think it's friend specific. I think they're just like, I'm married now. So what do I need to hang out with Jimmy?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe. Look, maybe. I'm asking the question.
Yeah. And I think some percentage of them are like, you know what? I never fucking liked that guy.
Right.
Or
And this
he
was,
was a
I'm
good
saying, but I
wingman.
think sometimes this was a reason. It's like, oh, I moved, or oh, I got married, or oh, I had this. So you use that as an excuse to not be friends with the person anymore. But that's not the reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there
I
are other
mean,
people you stay close with.
yeah, it depends. It also could have been a weak tie, like we've talked
No, I
before.
agree. Look, I totally agree. Look, sometimes I agree. Sometimes it's just something else happened. I moved. Nah, it wasn't that strong of a friendship. Fine. Boom. There's nothing negative, right?
Yeah.
No, the other thing is like people grow and like maybe you evolved. We talked about this in multiple episodes and they didn't, or they evolved and you didn't.
Yeah.
That's hard to like pick back up, you know?
I mean, I was literally just going to say the two sort of negatives that I can think of. One, baggage from,
Yeah.
whatever happened with you guys, if something happened. And two, you're not, hey, I'm not party Matt anymore, or I'm not single
Right.
Karo.
Right. So I'm not sure, like, a lot of times it's like, why are you boxing yourself into your old self?
Right.
Or why you're
Right.
opening up your old self if that's not who you've chosen to be? And this is the, like tie to that, and you don't want that. And I guess that sort of leads me into my other negative, which is like, I don't know, a lot of times both people don't want that, and one person does.
Well, no one's forcing you to refriend anybody. Let's put it
Right.
that way.
Right. But a
So,
lot of times people pop back up.
yeah.
It's, they go, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Let's grab a drink. And a lot of people's reaction is to be agreeable.
This is almost like when you run into an ex girlfriend or ex
Well,
boyfriend.
is an ex girlfriend like asking for drinks?
No, well, you like see someone that you dated in the past and you fall
Yeah.
and they were toxic and then you fall
Right.
back.
Yeah.
What
Maybe.
what's the platonic version of good in bed? Great hang?
Great hang. They were a great hang.
It
Oh,
was a
they
great
were a
hang.
great. They were a great hang.
Yeah, it left me limping. Yeah,
What a great hang. Oh, I woke up the next day. Just on a high. But I do
but
think like that's what happens a lot of the times is that like one person wants that to be again. Doesn't mean it
yeah,
should be.
yeah, so it's not requited. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you've moved on or you have like listen, as we've discussed, I'm pretty much at maximum friendship capacity right now.
Yeah.
Um, and occasionally someone will move here or I'll meet someone and they're DTF, they're down to friend. But I'm not, and it's not because I don't like them. It's because I
Right.
need to respect my current
No,
friendships.
totally. Like I agree because I've had a few recent like pop back up on the radar, and I'm just like, no, I'm
Yeah.
good.
But it's not because you don't like them.
No, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm in a very good place with my social dynamics. But yes, I
Right.
mean, look, I guess I wanted to say, when should you? What's our framework for like? Obviously, if there's no betrayal and falling out, right?
Yeah.
I think number two is what I was saying. I think would you choose them now?
Right. I think we used to say for childhood friends, like you have to choose them over and over again.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, listen, we've also said that you have child. We're tenure friends. We're in.
Right.
Uh, in a way, refriending someone now is a good litmus test because it's like you're not just you're not
Right.
just grandfathering from middle school,
They've lost their tenure.
right?
Right. They're
Right.
starting off with like some random dad I meet at school pickup.
Yeah, it's a
You
rare
know?
case where you lose your tenure because you're only allowed to lose tenure in very specific
Right.
situations.
Yeah. So like you're
Now they're
back to right, exactly. But you do have to treat them that way, I think.
now they're back to being adjunct friends
Right. Yeah.
or adjunct.
Adjunct.
Yeah,
Adjunct, not a junkyard. Oh, and I think too, the energy has to feel easy. Easy. It's a big test, right?
I think.
Like
Yeah,
if you're gonna do this with somebody and it feels not super smooth when you get back on that horse, what do you think?
I mean, I think the rubric is the same as if they're a complete stranger. You
Well,
know,
complete stranger things aren't always like you don't know each other that well. So I'm saying like with somebody that you know and you were friends and they come back in your life and it doesn't feel easy, I think that's like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm kind of saying you should get to know them again,
yeah, I guess that's true. And I guess what you just said was my last one is like, do you have a lane for this person in your life now?
right? Do you have a roster spot?
Do you have a roster spot?
Like, I mean, you could have him coming in off the bench,
Yeah.
but you got a stacked bench. I mean, these are high class problems. Um, I would also say if you're someone who's looking for friendship and your bar should be lower, and if someone comes back into the and they're not like toxic or dangerous or anything, like it's a good hack because you've got to skip the first 5 days of small talk.
Right. You know what? Let's take a listener question because it's about this topic.
We'll be right back with a listener question. Okay, guys, this is asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question or ethical dilemma, send it to us on Instagram. Our handle is Man of the Year Podcast, and me and Matt will answer it on the show. Take it away.
Hey, Matt and Karo, love the pod. I had a really close friend in my 20s. We partied hard. We even lived together for a bit. We drifted after a weird phase where he flaked on me a lot, and I started to feel like I cared more than he did. No big blow up, just distance. Recently, now in our 40s, he reached out and suggested grabbing a drink. Part of me is excited because we had great times. Ooh, like Karo's, what do you call him? He was a great hang. But part of me is like, I don't want to go back to feeling like the second option. How do you know if it's worth giving someone another shot versus respecting why it faded in the first place?
It's a great question. I mean, here's what I would ask myself. I would say, number one, like, what is my social fitness right now? Like, do I actually have friends that I'm hanging out with, or am I kind of sitting around doing nothing and my wife is like, get me out of the house? Number two, like, what is my stage in life? Like, do I have time? Do I have little kids running around? Like, do I need an activity partner? Number three, like, does he seem like he's changed? Now, you might not know that till the first mandate, but like, is he if he's right back to his old ways? And number four, I don't know if we've ever talked about this, is like, what is your gut telling you?
Mm,
Because my gut, from the tone of the question, which is tough because it's you're reading someone else's question, was like, meh, like let bygones be bygones. But also sounds like he was a great hang. I don't know.
right. Great flake hang in your 20s that you lived with. We've all had those. Who among us haven't had a great hang?
I mean, we were them.
Right. Yeah, I like what you're saying about instinct. Like you're already by the tone of the question is our gut is it's his alarm bells going off.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to get it mixed up in this? No. If you're already saying, do I want to get mixed up in this? The answer is no. You're not obligated to say yes to somebody. You're
What
not
if you
obligated.
think what if you think he might be like a bit of a train wreck and it'll make you feel better about yourself?
We had a listener question a year, 2 years ago. Remember that? One of our
Yeah.
listeners was like, I like hanging out with this guy because I'm better than him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's bald and fat. I remember that
I
guy.
loved it. I love the honest. That was the most honest question we ever had. Could
Do
I
you,
just
do
be
you
hanging
remember
out with somebody because they're bald and fat and it makes me feel better about my life?
what did we
I
say?
guess. We said, I guess. Not that nice, but I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, I think you're spot on with like, look, man, you're not if you're already your energy, you're already say your instincts are already telling you this is not a great idea. But I also think what you said is great. Like we don't all know each other. We all change. We can grow. We can give people a chance to change and show us that they're different people. We can give people second chances. I'm a
Yeah.
proponent of giving people second chances,
Yeah.
but only if it works for you. So go out with him for an hour. Go watch one game for an
Yeah.
hour. Tell him I have a heart out. Gotta be home for dinner with the wife
Hard
and the
out.
kids. I've got 45 minutes. Let him show you he's the guy you want to spend time with. Let him, it sounds like he's, like asking you.
Yeah. Yeah. Love a hard out. What was I gonna say? Like, it also sounds like, I mean, I think the guy says like nothing actually negative happened. They just like drifted apart, and the guy was like, "What?" I mean, I'd be surprised if he was still the same as he was in his 20s. I mean, it
Right.
possibly could have been.
Right.
Um,
Right. He's
you know,
probably grown up a bit.
yeah, probably grown up a little bit. I mean, it's also takes a little bit of courage for the other guy to have reached out.
Yeah.
I think I value that, respect that a little
Yeah.
bit.
I mean, look, he
Uh,
likes you. Hey, somebody out there likes you.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think a good controlled environment with a heart out, see what he's like. And then what do you do? Okay, let's say you hang out and it's perfectly pleasant, but and he's grown up, but you're like, you know what? I'm good. Then what do you do?
But that's fine too. I was going to say, it's also fine that you're not reviving. That doesn't mean you're reviving the friendship.
But what if he tries to revive it?
No, I know, but right now you don't even know that he's trying to revive it either. Like you may just be putting the cart before
Right.
the horse here. He may just
Right.
be looking for one more good time Jimmy with you.
But what if he is trying to revive it?
Right. You're not obligated to. You're
Of
saying, what
course
do
you're
you
not.
say? I
Yeah.
mean, you're gonna look, and then you're gonna have to soft re-ghost him for 20 years.
So you're gonna turn the tables on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're just gonna be busy. He'll get the hint.
What do you think about is it a real thing when people are like, "Hey, we're meeting back at this bar in 20 years on this date." You think people actually do that?
I think 3 or 4 people have done it and they made the internet over it. I don't think people do it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I think
Yeah.
3 or 4 people have done it and they wrote an internet article about it. And now people think that's a trend that people do. No,
Yeah.
no, they don't.
Yeah. Do you know that there was this was a real tangent. There was a study once of like if you had to like meet someone in New York City and you had no idea uh where to go, you never set a meeting spot, where would you go?
You're asking like, what would be the place that the obvious place? Like if you're like, how do we find each other?
I don't know if it would be obvious, but yeah, just like what would be a logical place. And there was like a
Uh,
study.
yeah, I mean, it's either Penn Station, Grand Central, Times Square, Madison Square Garden, Grace Papaya.
It's like 20 grades for papayas. That'd be terrible.
The library, the big library,
I read
New
that
York Public Library.
it was Grand Central. I don't know if it's still there. Is there some like central
Yeah,
ticket
yeah,
thing in the middle? Yeah,
yeah.
that was
That was
came up
number
number
one.
one. Yeah,
That was my
yeah,
number one.
yeah, number one. Um, so yeah, I think you feel it out and you think he'll get the hint, right? I don't know. I worry that people don't get the hint these days, but that's fair enough.
Yeah, actually, like I just had somebody reach out, to say, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while, blah blah blah, like one of those things.
Yeah,
And we're not even really that close, but it was fine, and we had a good text exchange. But
yeah,
I'm not going to make plans with that person. They don't fit into my life at the moment.
right. But did they ask you for plans?
I think they were like,
We
alluding
should
to
get
it.
together sometime.
Yeah, like alluding to it, and I just kind of brushed it off.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Listen, the other it's double opt in,
Yeah,
and like we say, most guys are receptive to friendship
yeah.
in the overall population of men. I think we're a little bit of an outlier, but yeah, every once in a while you'll make a bid for friendship and they'll parry you, and that's okay.
But also, can we just say this? You don't have to. It doesn't have to be, hey, I'm refriending. It doesn't have to be a one-time thing. You could just, he could just be that guy that like, every 2 years you see. I don't know what you call that.
Yeah, yeah, a perennial friend.
A perennial, yeah, perennial,
Yeah,
perennial.
perennial is like
All
Every,
all year.
every,
All
every
year,
year. Oh,
every
is it
year.
all year? Karen's gonna have
Because
a
they
field
call
day
it
with
perennial flowers, like flowers that bloom all year.
perennial, a plant that lives for more than 2 years, typically returning each spring.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe perennial every year.
Yeah, you used to describe something that was permanent and persistent. Okay, that was
Yeah. So
annual.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. A
Uh,
biannual friend. Is it biannual every 6 months or every 2 years?
I mean, listen, it's sad to say, but like, the man of the year crew, I see the triplets once a year at this
Right.
point.
Listen, most people on the East Coast I see once a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But
like
we blow it out.
if there's no low lift and you want to keep them around as fun times Johnny,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as
Fun
you're
time.
not acting like you're like bait and switching this guy.
Right. And as long as he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up and he's like, hey man, can I borrow $10,000?
The odds of that are 20%.
Yeah. Do we answer this question?
I think so, right? I think the takeaway was you can give him a chance. Like, let's not assume he's the same guy,
Yeah.
but your instincts are telling you he's going to be somebody you don't really want in your life. So you can give him an hour of your time if you want. You're not obligated to do it. And if you
Yep.
have a good time, you're not obligated to also then refriend him.
Yeah.
It just means you had a good time with a guy that you used to be friends with.
All right, guys, this was asking for a friend. If you have a friendship question, send it to us on Instagram, Man of the Year Podcast. Wrapping up, Matt, do you ever unfollow people on social media or refollow them?
Yeah, I've started to. I'm too look lazy to even do it. But lately, I've just been like, I don't, because then they can see your stuff. So I was like, I don't want to be in your life.
Did
Because
your
otherwise, you have to like block them or something, right? I don't even know.
well, you can mute them.
Yeah,
Did your hacky sack guys follow you?
yeah, high school
And
kid.
did you follow them back?
No, of course not.
No. So you just have a high school kid following you now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Suleiman. Shout out to
Yeah.
Suleiman if you're listening.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Suleiman.
I hope you won Deca like Karo, who allegedly won Deca with no proof. Doesn't even remember what he
Deca national champion.
Doesn't even remember what he marketed.
You know who would know Harlan? That's how I met Harlan. I'm gonna ask Harlan. I'm gonna text him.
You met him at a Deca conference?
Yeah, before college.
Wow. Who else from Plainview was at your Deca thing with you? I gotta know.
I don't remember. I don't know.
The whole thing reeks of BS.
Well, okay. Well, when we did our robotics competition and biology, like who else was there? Do you remember who else was there?
No.
Exactly.
Exactly. Fair.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else we want to chat about refriending before?
Yeah, I don't think you should put too much pressure on it. That's what I want to say. That's my big takeaway. Don't put too much pressure on it. It doesn't have to be what it was. It doesn't have to be a new permanent fixture in your life. But you could just grab a drink with an old friend. It's not the end of the world.
I have a hack/tip.
Okay.
Something you've said in the past. Don't relitigate the past.
Oh yeah.
Good one. Need to say, well, I'm sorry, I was flaky and blah, blah, blah. Just skip it.
Just how are you now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just live in the moment.
Yeah. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And
look, the upside is, look, we didn't talk about the upside as much, but the upside is obvious. You could be welcoming an old friend back in. It could just be like old times and you'll pick up right where you left off and it'll be great.
Yeah. I mean, listen, these days, anywhere you can make a friend, great. Old friend, new friend, it's fine.
Right.
All right. Guys, let us know if you have recently refriended anybody or defriended anybody. Thank you so much for listening. Always remember, be good to yourself, be good to your friends. Love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.